Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Clark and Edward and it's Sunday here in Corolla, and Edward and I wanted to talk a little bit about folks who are arriving on the Outer Banks. We've got some good news. Evacuation orders are being lifted for Dare County later this afternoon at 4 p.m. and Currituck County tomorrow morning at 8. So what Edward and I wanted to do, number one, was walk everybody through what to expect in the next 24 to 48 hours. And the good news is, by Tuesday morning, we think we're going to be in a great spot and enjoy a great week. The bad news is that over the next 24 to 48 hours, we know you have been patient, and we thank everyone who has. It's going to require a little bit of flexibility on all of our parts to make sure that everybody gets into their home. The home is safe and secure and is ready for a great guest experience. Okay, so here we go. Edward, if I'm arriving and I'm staying in Duck, what should I do as a result of the information we know right now?
Well, if you're staying in Duck, the evacuation is going to be lifted at 4 p.m. this afternoon. So you can make your way to our Duck office. We'll have folks there this afternoon to start getting you checked in. Now, the great news that we have to share is that we have over 400 homes that are cleared, green, ready to go, that we've already checked, and that they came through the hurricane with minor issues, if any at all, and so we're ready to go on that. That being said, we still have homes that we are assessing right now. Keep in mind that power has just recently been in the process of being restored. I just got power about an hour ago. Pretty stoked about that. But crews are still working all throughout the Currituck Banks, and there are still some spots in the Duck area that have no power as well. So if you are checking into Duck, go ahead and make your way to Duck once that evacuation is lifted around 4 p.m. You'll be able to make your way across that bridge, come to our office, and again, we are continuing to contact you if we have found that there are habitability issues at your particular home, and we will start the arrangements to put you somewhere else.
Now, so that's the folks who are staying in Dare County and Duck and Southern Shores up to that Sanderling cutoff, that curve going into Pine Island. If you're staying north of Pine Island, that's Pine Island, that's Ocean Sands, that's Whalehead, Corolla Light, Crown Point, Ocean Hill. Any of those communities, the four-wheel drive community in its entirety, Swan Beach and Corova. If you're in one of those areas, Edward, what's my plan there?
So if you're staying in one of those areas just mentioned, the evacuations will be lifted at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can start making your way up to this area at that time. Now, we want to set a very important and realistic expectation for you. You should not expect to check in to your home when you arrive here right at 9 a.m. when our office is open tomorrow morning. If your home is ready and we have the ability to get you in, we will do that as soon as possible. But we do have quite a bit of standing water still, and if you're familiar with the area, you know what that can be like. So we're still trying to figure out what homes we can get to. Basically, what we're trying to say is if you come here at 9 a.m., we just ask for your patience, as it's going to be a process tomorrow.
Absolutely. Figuring
all of this out and getting people where they need to be. But we want to set up that expectation now before you get to our door tomorrow morning.
And that's the combination we've been talking about this whole time. Number one, the reassuring thing, the good news is our teams are coming back onto the island. As you can see behind me, we're in our Corolla office. Edward and I are the only ones here. Most folks are out in homes right now or still making their way back to the Outer Banks. We want to be blunt. While we're very confident that homes are being assessed right now, we also want to be honest about some homes. As you know, each home is different. And as you know, over 42 years of checking into vacation homes on the Outer Banks, the principle has always been, we never want you to wait 10 seconds longer than you have to, but at the same time, we want the process to work because you are expecting a great experience. And after a hurricane, it may take some time to deliver that great experience. Remember, there's no such thing as a great vacation without a safe vacation. Power, pool fences, plumbing, kitchens, those kinds of things, deck furniture, pool walkways, dune walkways, all those things have to be assessed because we do not want you in a dangerous situation. So, Edward, there we have it. Come on down, Dare County starting at 4 o'clock today, Corolla starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow. We appreciate everybody who's been so kind and so flexible with us as we have gone about this difficult job of talking about uncertainty and what to expect. On a positive note, the Community Foundation, Edward, raised over $90,000 yesterday yesterday only, just on Facebook. If you're interested in helping anybody on the Outer Banks, Hatteras Island, and Ocracoke, those donations are working and are changing people's lives. We hope to change your life. Certainly by Tuesday morning, we think everybody will be all set and you'll have a great vacation. Edward, any last thoughts?
We really do look forward to seeing you. I know all week we've probably been saying, no, don't come, stay where you are. There's a rhyme and reason for that. As much as we want you here, and we really do, we need to make sure we get our folks and our structures and just our communities back in order. And that's been important, and we're still taking that on, and we just want you to know that we do want you here. The local governments want you here. They're trying to lift those evacuations as soon as they can, but just keep in mind, if they're holding off a little bit, there's some reasons behind that.
Edward, you and I will be on the front porches later today and tomorrow. We
Yep.
know that not everybody agrees, and that's okay. We welcome scrutiny. If you would like to talk about circumstances or our decision making, we'll be on the front porch as you check in over the next 48 hours. Edward, by Tuesday, we're all going to be having a good time, and we'll thank everybody once again for hanging in there with us, and we will wish Dorian a fond farewell. Give us a little bit of patience. We'll see you on the beach.